Switching up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I would not crash. They would not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 12.
Here we go. 36.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He can't get him down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You can't block me.
Gordon. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
This pass finds its way to Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. 180.
Check back.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And Walker has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this is complete. It's Allen. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What we got?
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wait, 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin White, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You can't block me. Sure.
Winston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He does into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game...
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here we go.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 20.
Check 45 at the line. Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Levante David in on the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Here we go. 180.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. This will be dumped off to Barber. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Right now, you better bring it. Mike 52, Mike 52. 5-0. Just like that.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
12, fellas, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
Here we go. 180.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. And he's got room. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by by Jason Verrett. Allen, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Winston gives to Barber. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Green, 17.
Once again, it's Barber. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A carry for Barber. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Bang. Let's go. Bravo. Bang. Out.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Looks to throw. Fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, they go with Barber again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Switch. Check 26. Check 26. Check Nick.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Barber. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
21.
But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
21.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check right. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That's it, baby. We're going to run.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 44, Winston. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
O.J. Howard in
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run here with Barber, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
4th down, Winston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go, here we go.
54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 4. Check 4.
Hey, go. Hey, hot.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Got 4 down. Watch the eye.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go! Tires burn the pavement, people wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear, with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the